Can you sit up here? Can you be a part of this? Moose, come on. Come on. He's not gonna do it. Okay, this is my dog, Moose. He's my new dog. I'm gonna be talking about him on this podcast. It has been a while since I've done one of these. Lots been going on. So I think the last one I filmed, I was in I think I was in Italy. Yeah, I was in Italy, out there doing some vacation stuff. But since then, that was like 6 months ago. Since then, I've kind of been bouncing all over the place, and yeah, now I officially moved to Los Angeles, which is really cool. There's a lot of reasons why I moved out here, but one of the reasons was creatively. Where I was living before, there's not like a whole lot of people doing creative works, and that's not to say that's a bad thing. I think it's cool that people are doing whatever they want to do to provide for themselves, whatever. But I'm very interested in doing like creative things that fulfill me, and I want to be around people that want that. So Los Angeles is a great place to be. Like there's other places, obviously, like you can go to like Tennessee or Austin, Texas, and I'm sure there's other places too, but LA is the closest to me because I'm from California, so it's natural. I can kind of still drive and see my family within a reasonable time. So yeah, that's what's been going on for me. I got a dog, his name's Moose. Crazy story with him. We drove from Los Angeles to Palmdale to adopt him, which is like an hour drive. And we when we took him home, he was a little sick, which is normal. It's normal for dogs to be sick because kennel cough is what it's called. It's like a fairly normal thing to where they get it, and like most dogs get it basically just because they're in like a kennel with 100 other dogs, whatever. And so we adopted him on a Friday, and they can't send you home with medicine because they just can't, because they're not vets. They can't prescribe it or whatever. So we had to wait until Monday to get him back on his medicine. Well, from Friday to Monday, Sunday night, he looked like he was on his deathbed. So we had to bring him in to like the vet for an emergency. They had to like shave his arm hair, give him an IV, and like he was looking like he was dying. It was crazy. So that happened. We brought him home. He started to get better. We were super encouraged, and then he started to get worse, and for like a week he was getting worse, and we were in the same situation where it was a Saturday, and like normal vets are closed, so we'd have to take him to like an emergency vet thing. And I was like, dude, I just dropped last weekend $1,500 on a dog that I just met, and I can't do that again. So we drove him all the way out to Palmdale, and basically what they told us is he would be a candidate for euthanasia if he didn't start getting better. And we knew that he wasn't going to get better, so we were like, okay, we're not going to give this dog back so he can die. So we ended up taking him back to Los Angeles, and we went to a shelter, and they basically couldn't take us because they had too many dogs. I forget the exact reason why, but the lady told us that there's like low cost shelter or like low cost options for like treatment for pets. So we had a list of those hospitals, veterinarians. Drove to the first one that was supposed to be open. It was closed. We drove an hour to get there, and then we ended up having to drive to another location that were able to take us, and it went well. It didn't end up being another 1.5K. It was only like $500. So that was a big relief. Long story short, they gave him like an IV like before. The first one was like an IV where they like literally hooked him up and dripped it in here, like into his veins. The other one was they like took the nape of his neck and like filled it with water, and there was like a big like bubbly water on his back, and it was just going to absorb into his body over time. And so we did that. Took him home, and he was on, instead of being on like a one antibiotic, he was on like 2 antibiotics, a dewormer, and then like some other stuff. And it was like another week and a half before he started to get better, but now he's good. And that was a long story. But got a dog, got a place out here in LA. I haven't had much time to, well, you heard me talking about you? You heard me talking about you? He's such a sweet dog too. Got a place out here in LA, been here for a couple months. Haven't had a chance to get out and connect with anybody out here yet because I'm just kind of getting settled and working. But the goal is in October and November to start networking and doing that. So I guess some other updates I have written here, because if I don't write stuff down, I'm not going to remember what to talk about. Other updates. I released the One Summer project. It was if you don't know, an EP or album about visual snow and kind of what's done to me as far as like the struggles with the just kind of connect with people and kind of talk, about that, whatever. But I'm done with that now. Officially going to stop promoting that. Honestly, it's been really hard to promote that EP. I've made a lot of content for it, but it's been really hard because a couple of reasons. I've been talking about visual snow for so long now, and it's good. I think it's really good because I get to talk to a lot of people who are struggling, and that's cool because I get to help them. But when you're kind of consistently like reliving your pain, it kind of sucks. It really does kind of suck, and it takes a toll on me a little bit. And I'm happy to do it because I want to help people, but I feel like I'm ready to start making music and creativity that isn't directly about visual snow. And that feels good. That feels good. So I'm working on a new project that's, it's got something to do with this present. I'm not going to give away the title yet, but if you watch this, you'll know what I'm working on as far as like, actually, I'm just going to tell you, because if you're watching, there's probably like, not a whole lot of people are going to see this, so this is fine, but this is a gift, obviously. And what I'm going to release a bunch of singles that are tied into this gift. And it's all story that's unfolding. And I'm looking at the gift as like a way to like cohesively tie in the album. So I'm going to be releasing a lot of singles and try to just do social media, get it out there. And yeah, that's pretty much it on that front. I think in the past I've put a lot of pressure on like myself to like be successful with the music or like go viral and stuff like that. And I think it's good to have high standards, but I also think it's to my detriment that I like expect so much from myself in something that, number one, like I'm doing this and doing a bunch of other things as well at the same time. And I really want this to be successful. Like this is like I think it's something I'm really passionate about, but it's like I gotta give, like, I can't compare myself to artists that are doing this full time. Because I don't even want to do this full time. I have a lot of things that I want to invest my time in. So actually, I don't know if that's true. Maybe I do want to do this full time. I would rather be creative full time. I lied right there. I would rather do this full time. But there's like a lot of things that I'm investing my time in that I think are worth it. And I can't drop those until this is like makes sense, like financially, So where was I going with that? Oh, I can't compare myself to people who are doing this full time or have more resources than me to make this happen. So I just need to accept, be cool with like being where I am and making the stuff that I like, and putting it out there and just rinsing and repeating and just being creative in the motion of being creative. Because I find myself like getting hung up on like I make something I really like, and then I like start overthinking it and think like, man, this isn't that good. I'm just like, nah, it's good. And even if it's not perfect, like I still made it. I should put it out. I should be proud of it. It's like a document of my record, and I'm in a good spot right now because not a lot of people care, and that's good because I can learn kind of by myself without having like the pressure of like thousands or millions of people watching me and seeing me fail. So I think the next like year is going to be me just trying to make stuff, put it out, and just get better at like making music, singing, making content. It's hard. It is hard to make content that like I feel good about. I feel like I judge myself so hard on camera. I'm like, dude, I'm so awkward. I look so weird, and then it makes me hard for me to like be authentic and you know, like, we'll be authentic, but also just like feel good about what I'm doing, because it is the dog's right here, petting him. It's making videos and stuff is like a whole different skill outside of making music, and there's so many things that demand your time when you're like doing this type of stuff. Like you have to learn to promote yourself, learn how to make good music, produce beats or buy beats, learn to engineer yourself or pay somebody to engineer yourself, learn to, you know, film your own videos, make good videos that people actually care about, or have somebody help you. So there's just so much, and there's more that goes into that, but yeah, it's really hard. So I'm just gonna be faithful to the process and just make stuff that I like, and just believe that trusting my own taste is good, and I'm just gonna keep trusting that. So yeah, that's that. I have to give myself some credit. This is kind of outside of like my music project, but like I'm doing some really good things that I'm really proud of in my life, and I'm always living in the future and not enjoying the present. I'm always like, it's never good enough, and I think that's like such a toxic way to live, and I'm trying to like unlearn the things that I've been doing to myself, which is just like judging myself or being so freaking hard on myself for like no reason, honestly. Like I shouldn't be so hard on myself. Like I'm doing a lot of good things, so I'm trying to be better at that. I want to be more in the moment. I think that's really important. I need to work on my mental health, to be honest. Like I find myself being so negative. Like my thoughts are just so negative, and I can't help it. And I'm like a positive person. Like if I saw somebody that was going through something, or like where they were at, I would have so much, or like it was like on their quote unquote journey. I hate that word, but on their journey, I would be so positive and so kind to them. But when it comes to me, I'm not nice to myself. I'm not kind to myself, and I don't like that. I think that's really bad. It's a terrible way to be. So I'm working on that, and I'm taking steps to address that. Yeah, I'm also considering changing my music artist name. I'm currently Scott 4 Summers. I like it, but I might change it. And I'm not gonna tell you the name because I may just leave it as is. I don't know yet, but I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I think I talked about this, but just being more confident in like my creativity and focus on just making shit. Like I'm gonna be focusing on that. I'm gonna be just authentic and just, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna try to not give a fuck what people think. I think that's huge, and I think like anybody just hating is just, they don't get it and they don't have to get it. I need to just make shit. Some funny stuff that happened. This is hilarious to me. I'm gonna pause the video. I think I might have that footage. Let me replay this. Making sure it's going. There we go. Some hilarious stuff that happened. I was hanging out with my dad. It's probably like a month ago, and my dad's always doing fad diets. Like he's that type of guy that's just like, he'll do Atkins, he'll do this, he'll do that, blah blah blah. He'll be carnivore, he'll be vegan. He just does it all, whatever. Probably not vegan, but he like does carnivore, does fasting. But recently I went to his house and we were talking, and he said he's like, yeah, I'm trying a new diet. I'm like, well, okay, what is it? He's like, it's a butter diet. A butter diet. And I'm like trying not to laugh, and he knows it's funny, but he's like, what? I'm like, what do you mean a butter diet? He's like, yeah, there's like this thingy in butter that I guess suppresses your hunger hormones or whatever. And he was telling me, he's like, yeah, like I watched the videos on YouTube, and then I went home, I ate a stick of butter, and my stomach started to hurt. and I wasn't hungry all day. My stomach just hurt. My stomach hurt, and I wasn't hungry, and I was cracking up, just dying so hard because like, well, no, duh, you're not hungry. You ate a stick of butter and your stomach hurts, and I just thought that was so funny. I couldn't believe it. My dad's my dad's a creative genius. He truly is. He's just so fascinating, and he just does stuff like that where he'll just do like a butter diet, which is just insane. My dad's so funny. Okay. So I launched 4 Summers, the brand, sunglasses brand. I've been going through the process of like, okay, I've been like passively building that brand. What I've learned is it is so hard to build a brand, and it requires so much effort to do it right. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't have the time to do it right, and that's really disappointing to admit, because I work full time as a business owner doing my stuff that I gotta do to like build my business. I'm trying to do music, and I'm trying to launch a sunglasses brand. I have a box right here that was shipped to me. I have inventory. I have 90 pairs of sunglasses, and the idea of building a plan and selling these things sounds terrifying to me. It sounds like a drag. It sounds like the last thing I want to do, because my business is doing pretty good, right? Like I'm actually able to provide for myself. If I stop working on that, or when I'm not working on my business, I want to work on my music, right? And what I'm realizing is that I only have so much time. I can't do it all. I literally can't. Like I have to sleep, obviously, and eat food. And I've been doing so much, so much stuff, and I've been neglecting myself. I've been so inconsistent with the gym, haven't been eating healthy. I don't see my friends anymore. I'm just fucking working all the time, and I'm not getting out of the house very much, and that is incredibly toxic to my mental health. And I'm not doing 4 Summers. I think 4 Summers is a sick project, and I want to do it, and I think I want to make a big difference, but I need to pump the brakes. Because I'm burning my candle at both ends, and I've been operating out of a scarcity mindset of that if I don't do it all right now, then I'm not going to be able to do it ever, and that's just not a good place to operate from. So I'm trying to change that, and so it's going to take a little longer to launch 4 Summers than I would like, but so be it. I am only worried that the glasses I chose would go out of style. That's the only thing I'm worried about. But outside of that, like I'm not pressed, and if I have to eat this cost, so be it. It is what it is. But I don't intend to do that. And I think if I can get people to care about me as a person and my music, that these glasses will actually sell relatively easy. So, but that's the hard part, is to get to people actually to care. And so I'm gonna work on that. And yeah, that's pretty much that. What else? I have notes here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna release a song actually inspired by my dog. It's called my dog Moose. It's called Puppy Love. It's a love song, but called Puppy Love, because I love my dog. I guess that was the inspiration, but it's obviously about a girl, love for a girl. So yeah, I'm gonna be releasing that. I think October. What day is it? October 8th or October 7th, a couple days from now. And then I'm going to be releasing a song every 2 weeks. And I'm just going to make content with it, with this just a simple goal of putting stuff out and just learning from it and trying to get better. That's all I'm going to do. So I'm going to show you Moose, and then we'll sign off. There's this little dog. Say hi, buddy. Say hi, buddy. He's so cute. Bye. Thanks for watching.